Hello and welcome to Alchemist Swim. I am Alchemist Jen. Thank you for joining me. Happy day to you. Happy day today. Happy day tomorrow. Yay! Why not? So the whim of the day is to talk a little bit about a couple t-shirts that I dyed a little while ago and my plans for making some patches, maybe some other things with some fabric that I have from the time that I did some bandanas. So I basically took this large piece of fabric and then I cut out the interesting pieces that I wanted to make into bandanas, and then I have other portions of that fabric that need to become something else. So let's start with t-shirts. I have 2 of them. So these, I had someone ask for a custom t-shirt, so then I got a pack of 3 and then just dyed them in the same colors to see what kind of shirt they wanted to take home. So the other 2 are the ones that I have here, so I'm going to show them to you as best I can from this vantage point. So this has some lovely squarish motif in the middle. You see both sides because, you know, dyeing is interesting on both sides. And it has been folded up in a little bag for a little while, so it's a little wrinkly at the bottom, but it totally works. So yay for t-shirt. So I really enjoyed how the dye spread in that one. It's quite fun. This one I've used the same or very similar dyes. I think I did a little bit different in this one. So you can see this goodness. Beautiful kind of split on this one. Right down the middle. And the back. Doo-doo-doo. So fun colors there. Goodness. Yay for dyeing. Dyeing's so much fun. Alrighty, so 2 t-shirts. So those are size XL. And they're up for grabs. So if you like them and you're that size, let me know. Hit me up. Just let me know. Yeah. Alrighty, so let's talk through some fabric. Fabric time, because all the time is fabric time. Alright, so this one is a nice big section. You'll recognize the colors. But look at that spread. Isn't that cool? I'm going to do that again. I'll do it from the other side. It looks cool from the back. I hope it looks cool from the front. Alright, ready? Fabric reveal. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do. Alright. Thanks for watching me be a dork. I appreciate it very much. Alright, so that could be something interesting. I've also been playing with the idea of, I did this when I was younger, but I might do it again. Cutting the sides open of my jeans that I want to make just a little bit wider, and just putting fabric panels in them. So, you know, something like that would look pretty cool, especially with the nice stripiness of that. So I don't know if I'll do that. I also have some flannel I think that would go really well. It's already dyed as well. So we'll see what happens, but that is on my docket, so I'll share my process with you, of course, because you guys are amazing, and I gotta have something to do and show you every day. I make myself laugh. I hope I make you laugh, because, you know, at least it would be interesting for you to come back and keep watching me make people laugh, or watch me just make a fool of myself. So thanks for being here. Alright, so next fabric piece. Let's see which side's more interesting. Let's go for this side. There's some fabric goodness. That's got some good tones to it. So, yeah. So I thinking some patches. I'm thinking some tags to put on different pieces. So like making hats, maybe doing little stitches around the outside of it. And then as I'm pointing to my head, we're anticipating where it might sit on the rim of a hat. That would probably have just a little logo on there. So I thought that might be kind of fun, so I'll be working on designing something like that, making that happen. And guess what? I have more fabric. I have more fabric. Can you believe it? That was a big piece. Alright, so this one is going to be, I guess it's a little similar to the other one I just had here. And nice pinky goodness. Pinky goodness right there. That's some good things. It looks kind of floral. So that's pretty cool. So it's always interesting, and I always find it's hard to break up a piece of fabric because I enjoy the nuances that happen in the fabric itself. And so like taking a piece of it, like just a little piece of it, and tends to be hard, but that's still pretty cool too. So I have to remind myself that it's okay to make it small and to enjoy it for what it is at that point too. Not just that it has to be in a big piece. So yay. And the last piece of fabric. Alrighty, so this section has some nice sweepy notes in the bottom there. That's pretty cool. Piece of string on there. I'd see it through the back of it because the light's shining through. Alright, that's pretty fun. So the yellows and the purple in that one are pretty cool. Create some interesting dynamics. So I think we'll have to just see what kind of plays out here. I might just do semi-blind slicing on this. I like to use a cutting mat and a rotary tool. Sometimes I'll use scissors, but I find that I get more accuracy with the rotary cutter, and I don't know, it's just much easier to do if I'm going to do a stack of them. So fabrics are there. They're all from the same cut. And then I'm realizing too that, I do want to make things out of this fabric. That's what I got initially for the same thing. And then I've just been using it as my backdrop and then hanging things on it. So after a month of seeing the same thing, I'd kind of like to change up the fabric too. So I think I might do some different ones. I've been just hanging tapestries that I have too. And I'd like to do some more as I'm looking at different shows and festivals that I'll be doing. Having some fresh stuff is going to be really, I think, key. And then being able to set up some things in shops as well. So I'm still growing. I mean, when I think about, when I started even doing shows, I'd say it was when I got my first, sales of this was last July. So it hasn't even been a full year yet. So I've done a huge amount of things and done a lot of, connections. I've grown. I've figured out things I want to do like this creatively that help me, make some progress and keep some growth alive. So I'm excited. And, the rest of this year is just going to be interesting to see how it develops from there. I have no idea. And I feel like I'm going to be surprised by the end of it, how much I've been able to do and where I've gone with this. And that's the cool thing about being an artist and then being, an owner of, my own art business too, is that, being open to things and open to connections and open to pathways that open up is really just kind of, a keystone to the adventure that it can be, and being vulnerable and willing to change and ready for change and embracing it, I think, is a healthy human attribute. So that's kind of where I'm at there. I'm excited to, keep growing, keep working through challenges of making, patches, making more fabric, and just trying to figure out where all this is going, short term and long term. And it's really cool, and I've had a lot of fun with it. I'm gonna continue to have fun with it because, what's the point of making creative things and fun creative things if you're not having fun at the same time? So dyeing things has been fun. I'm gonna keep doing it. I've got to work on a couple things the next few days that I'm not working my other job, so keep working on some different things. We got a snowstorm coming in, so I'm gonna use that as an opportunity to go, hey, I can just stay inside and work through some different things. So Maybe even start sewing my floor pillow. Finally, after a month of talking about making this floor pillow for for myself to sit down on while I'm doing this. So, you know, it's an adventure one day at a time, and you're here. I'm happy you're here. Thank you for hanging out with me. We'll see where the whim takes us tomorrow. Thank you. Toodaloo.